Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into your reading today for the next 4 weeks, and we're going to pull some cards first. These are going to be the symbols that are going to show us what you should be watching out for, what's coming your way, what's leaving your life, what you should be careful about. And then I'm going to jump into the coffee cup. And then at the end, I'm going to pull some cards and oracle to get clarity about the situations in your mind. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light. And if you have been here for a while and haven't subscribed already, it's a free way to support the channel and get notified. Go ahead, hit subscribe, the bell icon, and also the like button if you enjoyed this one. We have here a dog close up. This is actually pleasure with a close friend. So whenever something like this shows up, it has a meaning behind it, because it seems like here a friend of yours might be actually showing up, maybe inviting you over. You might feel tired because we have here a bat. Initially, I saw a little bit like a fall leaves here. I didn't see the complete thing. So maybe you're feeling a little under the weather. Maybe you don't want to do anything because I think it's the Mercury in retrograde right now. If the systems are breaking down, you're feeling like, oh, that's the worst thing can happen right now. Let me tell you something, what happened to me today. A system that I need to submit something didn't work out today. And I've been writing everywhere, trying to get answers. And then I figured something very important that was for my highest good, because if I submitted today, then it would have been a trouble. So what happened is, now it's been delayed. I'm waiting for other stuff to come forth, So what I thought was like a terrible thing, ended the world. Oh no, it turned out to be something good for me. So it doesn't maybe show up right away because it seems like exactly like the story here, even though I don't have Cancer in my chart, but I feel like it's about the Mercury really affecting us. If a pleasure with a close friend is inviting you over, go ahead and take that invite and go there, enjoy yourself, because that's going to be actually also an additional here, even though Mercury retrograde affects the communications. I feel like the communication with this person is going to change things for you. And another thing I have with the bat, take care, enemies are working against you. So during this conversation, you might become aware of the hidden things happening behind your back. This person might even carry you valuable information. We have here, beware of greed. Pig can symbolize money, the piggy bank. I don't feel like this is your greed, Cancer. It's not your nature to be greedy about money. I know the Cancer can actually, you like security, but it doesn't mean that you're like hoarding it, like saving it, in the sense of not really spending. So I feel like this is not your greed, but you might come across someone greedy. This can be about money. This can be about material stuff. At work, maybe somebody's greedy about recognition. They're trying to hug all the applause. Either way, beware of it. This doesn't mean just engage in that drama, but beware of it. We have also unsuccessful plans. That's why I told you that when something is not really going the way you want it to be, there's a blessing there, okay? So try to see the blessing, okay? Another thing we have, the guarantees. I told you, there's something better happening on the background. Something is working for your highest good. That's why the guaranteed success star is a fast energy, because you know how many miles in kilometers, 1,000,000 kilometers fast they move actually in the sky, in the space. There's a guaranteed success waiting for you. That's why maybe some plans are not really working, because there's some better option, okay? We have here hat. You will be playing a different role. I usually interpret hat in the coffee cup as an authority, so you might become an authority in your situation. Goldfish is increase in material wealth, spiritual growth, both, all of that. Purse, pay attention to your finances. So when it comes, do not flounder it. Put it in a purse, save it somewhere. Don't be greedy. Just pay the things you need to pay first of all, and then whatever is left out after the pleasure, maybe save. Or another saying, I think I heard this from Warren Buffett, you save first and then you spend, because we can fit in a budget. And if that's something coming into your life that's going to be extra big and good, put it on the side. It's basically some of it, because it's going to be, maybe it's like It's going to be a down payment of something that you're desiring. Within the third week, we have tears of joy already falling here. It just formed two flat surfaces. This can be a two-step approval, something outside of your heart, your access. Within the third one come forth. They kind of look like those stone towers that you make from those smooth stones. So I feel in your heart, okay, you don't really have clarity. I see kind of like a letter A here showing. It's like maybe you're in the beginning of something. You don't know how this is going to resolve. This can create a lot of frustration. However, those three stones aligned just tells me that you got this, okay? It's going to work out. You're going to just take the right action. I even see here at the end of the timeline, this is the fourth week, a bear sitting down, which bear symbolizes a person of authority, person who has the power to order things and get things moving, make things happen, and maybe even someone who has people that they're managing and they are the one who's the decision maker. But there's some time for that. Bear, sometimes I interpret them as an earth sign as well. And I see here, okay, it can be like a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn also showing up or helping you. Within the first week, I don't know if this is a deer or a wolf. They both look like, look at the face, the eyes. Kind of looks like a deer too. Deer symbolizes innocence and also being a little bit, deer in the headlights, being shocked, being lost. But the thing is, though, I see someone smiling coming to you next to you. There's like, it kind of looks like a goat right there. The goat can symbolize a Capricorn. So Capricorn is someone really hardworking and also goal-oriented. Like they're lock and loaded, and also they're stubborn. Like they put something in their mind, they make it happen. You might actually fall into a situation you feel like a deer in the headlights, basically. And the Capricorn can be someone just telling you, okay, don't move. Let's go. We're gonna take care of this. We're gonna get this done. This person doesn't have to be a Capricorn, but they might have this properties of the Capricorn. And it seems like they're going to move you towards a number 8 right here. Number 8 can symbolize eternity, can be material satisfaction, can be like, a cycle of life, karma, completion. So if you're maybe even facing a challenging situation right now, this can also be like a Capricorn or someone disciplined, someone hardworking, actually showing you a pathway how to maybe increase the wealth in your life or find a solution to the problem here, okay? I see within the second week there are two people. One person right here. I can see, I thought this is a person as well, but now I'm looking closer. It kind of looks like a cup. And there's a horseman right there above, like a knight. Knights can symbolize... this is a slow knight. All the legs of the horse actually touching the ground. Can be a Knight of Pentacles. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And they're above the crowd, walking their path. This can be someone in your life, or this can be like another part of your zodiac, okay? Maybe your sun, moon, rising. Maybe your Cancer, but this can be your Venus sign. If that's the Venus sign, this is about relationships, okay? You are starting to take stable steps in the relationships. You're deciding what kind of a relationship that you want, even if you're still in a relationship. I see there's a person right there in front of the horse. Someone might be also like watching your progress and appearing in front of you, okay? And there's another thing happening here down below. Someone is getting a cup, emotional. I feel like this is something that your material offer coming to you. And this is something you have been contemplating. I kind of see like a number 3 here now. You're creatively thinking about it. And then down below, it's Ace of Cups. It's your wish fulfillment, heart's desire. It's perfect alignment. It's going to be something that brings happiness, peace, and security, the feelings. Okay, it's going to be material thing is going to bring the fulfillment of like the emotions as well. Okay, so it's going to balance itself out. So I feel like this is gradually happening because we have earth energy here. Earth energy is slow energy, so it's not going to be something rushing into your life that's going to scare you. The thing is, the gradual thing doesn't have to be like months and months. It can be one day at a time, but within 10 days, for example. Okay, I got excited for a second. There's a pathway opening. There's a tears of joy at the end of it. This is first week, but this, I don't think this is a physical pathway. This is probably a pathway of what can I say here? An idea, an inspiration coming to you. Another thing I see here, there's a hat appearing right there within the third week. Hat is something that you can take and wear, which I told you that you're playing a different role. You are actually taking a different challenge. There's a ring right under it. Ring can symbolize commitment. You're maybe committing yourself to your desires, your highest joy, which is going to bring right away. There's news, and the news is carrying a man here. So news, I mean, there's a bird coming forward carrying a man. Men can be an authority figure. Men can be a man. And men can be also a message coming from a person that is masculine, which is a supportive provider, and also someone who's ready to take action. So confident. Confidence, actually, divine feminine has confidence as well, but this is like a masculine type of confidence. Okay, it's not really degrading, but it's also like confident. They trust themselves, so they trust you as well and support you too with that. I see that is actually going to bring a break here, a beam of light coming right here when you meet this person, or the news comes from this person. This can even be someone who's there in their healthy masculine that you're connecting and having a communication with. It can be through the phone, it can be through text messages that you're having a communication with this person. But as soon as you have the communication, there's like a enlightenment. That's the beam of light here. There's enlightenment coming forward, okay? And this can be like you realizing, oh, that's why I didn't get this thing so far. Now I'm free to get it because it's not going to hurt me, or I am supported. If I ask for it, it's going to be given to me. So you're going to understand maybe this is about like the divine masculine energy, that you're going to be provided, okay? Either way. I see someone here under the shower, someone being washed by information or being washed by pure light, and there's a star right here. Star is your wish fulfillment, your heart's desire. Overall, there's going to be like releasing of the toxins, okay? I see a letter B here. It can be in someone's first name or the last name, holding the star bringing to you, like Beatrice or Abby. And the shower of light is you cleansing yourself off of the worries, negative thoughts, and maybe despair, anything negative that you're carrying in your mind, or worry, like anxiety, like this, like a contemplation of the negativity all the time. So this is washing off. And as soon as it washes off, the stars, your wish fulfillment showing up, okay? And fourth week, I told you, there's the bear sitting here. You're coming down from that uphill. And then there's a bear right there, and there's another bear right there. I feel like, and there's a rose in between them. The roses actually can symbolize love, maybe a new relationship, or a person that has like, you have like a love in between, or good communication. There are phone lines right here. So this can be representing like two authority figures coming together, or two figures of authority. They are very established. You're becoming one, and you're meeting with another one. Maybe like talking about something that you both love, or agreeing on something that a loving outlet. Output, okay. Outlet, outfit. I was like going through those words in my mind. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a woman that reminds me of the Cybele. I think Cybele or Cybele. She was the Mesopotamian Sumerian god of fertility. I see your desires coming really fast, okay? And she kind of reminded me of that. So this is like a fertility. Fertility doesn't mean always like having a child or like growing your family. It can also mean that you're fertile. Your mind is fertile right now. Whatever that you plant in that mind actually going to bring forth the things that you're planting. So make sure that you are focused on the things that you want to have in your life rather than the things that you don't want to have. There is an expansion happening here. You can see your energy fields, current energy field, current mindset is the same, but you're breaking through. Like one thought at a time, one step at a time, one action at a time. And you're expanding. I told you there are like stones actually piled here. They kind of look like now tears of joy, good news, progress. The thing is, you see someone jumping with joy right here. Their mouth is open. They're wearing a massive hat, which we also have the hat here, tears of joy again. So I feel the evolution of your situation is going to be, it's going to look sudden. It looks like, oh my God, look at this. This is amazing. But you can see there's a progress. There's an expansion already happening outside of you. And it is going, like right now it's happening. Maybe you're feeling the change in the air, or maybe you're feeling frustrated right now because our mind doesn't like to get outside of our comfort zone or our body. And you're feeling like change is happening. You're feeling some frustration, anger, maybe you're feeling anxiety. That's your expansion happening right there. And when you get to maybe end of this month, this next 4 weeks, you might see that sign, output, the solution, the thing that will give you that, oh my God, this is really happening. I can see the change energy, okay? So let's dive into your tarot now. In the tarot, we're going to look at week by week, and we're going to pull some clarifications to see what you need to know, what's coming your way, and maybe whoever is leaving your life. Let's see. Sometimes when someone leaves your life, that's also something positive that is actually opening up more space for a better person to come in, because universe abhors a vacuum. It just fills it right away with something better, something greater. If you have high vibration, okay, if you're like on an enlightenment level, at a love level, expectancy of positivity level, it fills it. Okay, the Hangman, the first week. Oh, I'm going to show this right away. I think this came up with another sign here. You see that he's holding the chains. She's holding the chains. Kind of reminds me of Joan of Arc. So you might have a pause before you take an action, before you get a revelation. You might have a pause in your progress of things or that you want to accomplish within the first week especially. However, this seems like for you, oh, look at my life. Everything is holding me back. I'm not having any progress. Nothing is working the way I want it to be. It's all down in the something gutter or whatever it is that your mind is actually telling you. Don't believe that, because you're holding the chains right here. You're holding yourself down. Why? Sometimes what you do is you pull yourself back on like elastic band theory. It just pulls you back and back and back, and then launches you to the future, to a better place and like a further in life. So I feel like for some of you, this is like a rubber band theory, that maybe if you are not having or seeing any progress moving forward, because there's something better up for you, and you are actually, your mind is holding you back for now, so it can launch you further. What we have here is Eight of Cups. This is actually suggesting that, okay, you're done with the past now. The pause and reflection is happening. So you can get over the past issues, get over the past situations and the person, and just walk away from it. It's done now. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and a Pisces energy. Maybe this was a Pisces that you have been with, or this was a person that had like emotional issues that you have dealt with in the past, okay? And now you're done with the situation. Maybe you're pausing and reflecting because you just want to let them go, and you want to move on, or maybe you don't want to move on but the life is pushing you out of that space because it is going to bring you something, a better offer right here. Okay, someone very loving, nurturing, supportive, an environment that is going to support your growth and who you are fully. It's the World card on the bottom here, represents the ending of a negative cycle or a cycle that you have been through. Now you're stepping into the positive one. The Ace of Swords right here. By the way, guys, if you made it so far, comment down below, let me know, and maybe even drop a heart emoji, which I would love, or claim down below. I would love that. I read all your comments. And we have Ace of Swords here. What's going to happen? This can be even like happening very fast. The first week you're realizing, okay, let me walk away from this situation because it's not serving me anymore. And then you're stepping into the Ace of Swords moment, a new idea, a new beginning, a sharp, clear mind, and being who I feel like the Swords energy has, being who you are unapologetically. Oh, couldn't use the word. Anyways, and unapologetically. And then with that energy, you're going to start attracting people who are going to be aligned with that energy, which again, you're walking mentally, emotionally. This will make you maybe you're emotionally detaching from a situation, a connection, or something that you're like really holding on to, and then the new idea is going to detach you logically as well. You're gonna understand, oh, that's why this didn't happen, that's why it didn't work out the way I wanted to be. Because of this, now it was a very stressful situation. Even if I worked that place, it was going to be really tiring me out. It wasn't going to compensate my effort, or that person was never going to appreciate who I am. So now from choppy waters to the calmer shores, to the peace that you're going to move on. And I feel like that's Ace of Swords, this new idea coming to you, has some relation to that. Within the third week, this can be a separate event, but it can be also connected to what's happening in the beginning as well. We have Four of Cups energy. What the Four of Cups is, not being able to look at the things from the bright side, okay? Not seeing the things that you already have. Four of Cups is, you're coming up with the idea, you're setting up a new plan, moving forward, creating a new life for yourself, or new, starting to fulfill your desires. But then you have the Four of Cups here, and you're looking at it, oh, it didn't happen yet. I made all these plans. I moved on. I left the past in the past. I'm moving into a peaceful future. And I want to have in my future a brand new car, a new home, a loving partner, or a family, friends, accomplishments, education, all that good stuff, the material stuff as the outcome. And you're looking at the material stuff. You're not seeing, oh, but in the past I had this kind of a relationship. It was satisfying, or I have my family, friends, they're already supporting me. I just want a bigger environment, or whatever it is that you already have here. Instead of focusing that, your mind is going to directly go to the things that you don't have. Okay, that's because the human mind tend to do that. It's just going to go there. It's going to think, oh no, but we have all these things, but we don't have that. Okay, let's get for more stuff. Let's spend my money on the things that we don't have. I feel like Ace of Cups is coming forward here. All you need to do, instead of feeling disappointment, boredom in the situation, focus on the new loving thing you want to attract into your life, first of all. Second is, this is emotionally fulfilling new offer coming to you. That fourth cup is going to be delivered if you don't dwell on it too much and lower your energy. This can be new love, first of all, or this can be something really satisfy you when it shows up in your life. It's going to be like a cup of ice water in a hot summer. It's going to be very good. What else we have? Here's the Queen of Cups. This is your feminine side. This is your loving side. And I feel like when this thing comes, you have the tendency to overgive and to the people around you. And the Queen of Cups comes forward again for you. Your heart's desire is coming in. Maybe you tend to share it with others. Maybe you're getting a bag of your desire food, for example. You love strawberries, let's say. You might be allergic to it, but this is an example. And when it comes, instead of eating it first yourself, then getting that satisfaction, maybe you're just giving it away to all the others. And Queen of Cups comes forward here, tell you that first you need to eat that. You need to end that. Give it a break. Okay, first you need to enjoy what's coming into your life. Maybe You like to share the joy with others because maybe it's confusing for you. It's not your current programming. You never experienced that kind of like a joy before. Maybe you're trying to run away from it. But Four of Cups again, maybe you're saying, oh, this wasn't enough, so I want one. This kind of looks like a heart shape right there, guys. So I want another. My heart desires another thing. So instead of thinking I want one more, another thing, this is your mind is going to throw there. Instead of that, you need to really, Queen of Cups again, focus on loving yourself, loving what's coming into your life. Okay, this is very clear. And this is actually like even a reflection of certain things. Okay, you need to really reflect. Like when you get what you want, what's the feeling that you want to feel at that moment? Okay, what's gonna be your main focus? Okay, so this is your loving side. And I feel like here, what you can do, again, she's coming forward, is actually enjoy your free time with deep meditation, prayer, if you have that kind of like a practice, and use your healing gifts on yourself first. And because in the Death card tells me that the future that you are designing for yourself has you in the center. You're in the center of this world that you're planning to create around you. And if you don't put yourself in the middle twice, it just affirms over and over again. No matter what it brings you, even if it's your full desires, you're going to keep seeing the things that you don't have rather than seeing the things you already have, okay? Or that your desire, even though they come to you, you're not going to be able to see them. You're not going to be able to appreciate them. I'm going to pull some angel cards to see which angel is going to support you during this time, because it seems like you're going to need some of that clarity. We have here, okay, the Archangel Zapkiel tells you that you need to surrender to the situation. Okay, that's going to be really important, because if you try to control everything, you cannot walk away. You're walking away, guys. You're walking away from the past that doesn't really serve you anymore. So if you don't surrender, you're going to stay in that same position. Another thing we have, you can call upon Archangel Zapkiel to actually help you with the surrender. And we also have Raphael, Earth Force. Earth Force here actually suggests that you have some things in your mind, in your heart that you're desiring. This requires some detailed planning and taking action towards your heart's desire. For example, if you believe that if I need to have this kind of knowledge in order to get this kind of a job. Let's say you have that kind of a belief. Then go pursue that. Go get that education. Go get like a 2 days course of something. Learn it. Because even though in the grand scheme of things, these kind of like conditions do not really have power over the manifestation, your beliefs do have power over them. If you believe that you're missing something, if you don't go after it, you will not get what you desire. So go after it. Even though you think, oh, I can now never get that. It's so expensive. Maybe when you look it up, you're going to find a cheaper option to it. Okay. So do not doubt if the inspiration comes to you. Let's see what is the activations we have. We have sacral chakra. This is the second, your creative center. Reproductivity. We have the frequency of sacral chakra. The orange flower of life supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Basically, this is approving what I'm feeling. You might have some sort of a blockage there. We have the surrender coming with the here the orange color as well. So I feel you need to really stimulate that sacral chakra. This can be doing something creative, like stimulate our creative power. Anything, whatever you think creative is. It's like singing, dancing, jumping, riding, going for a run, lifting up weights, whatever it is creative for you. Lifting up weights in a creative way, and or creative writing. So that's going to activate that chakra, and it's going to probably fasten the progress of you receiving your desires. Another one we have here is a belief. I told you, if you believe something, you can make it happen. You can tap into different types of belief changing systems, and that will be helpful if you want to change any beliefs or you need to go follow after the beliefs you have too. The frequency of beliefs supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. So yeah, check your beliefs, okay? And they usually answer you with very strict, straightforward answers, okay? The beliefs. I only eat this kind of food. Or I cannot digest this. If it's not a medical condition that has been approved, if this is something maybe you heard from someone, most of the time our beliefs do not really belong to us. And I don't want to talk about the food because it's a very sensitive issue. Let's pass it to something else. It can be, oh, only this color suits me, for example. I become only attractive by wearing pink, for example. It can be all the colors. Maybe you have a great complexion, but because you believe that when you wear other colors, maybe you're not getting the attraction that you want. Okay, so go check those beliefs, find those. We have also compassion, which I told you twice. The Queen of Cups tells me that you need to first put the compassion within you so it can reflect outside. And or the outside can reflect it back to you. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth. So stand by yourself first, okay? Spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. And I feel like it's for in your situation, this is not the compassion to others, it's the compassion that you feel for yourself, okay? That you need to practice more of that. And then it's going to reflect back into your life from other sources. What else we have here? The keepers of the children of earth, awaken your power. Sacral chakra, creativity. Earth force, taking action, grounding your desires to the earth. Compassion can be when you cannot do that. Okay, maybe you're not really feeling confident or you're not really feeling like doing anything for that day. Give yourself, like, be gentle with yourself, and that will be also helpful to give you inspiration. We have hang on, keep up, wake up your tenacity and determination. So this is basically hang on, hangman. Even though hangman is actually in the original that is hang on a tree, you're feeling like that you are slowing down. This doesn't mean that you're leaving the post. You're leaving the desire. There's a temporary pause. Doesn't mean that you have to leave everything behind and find something new for yourself. But wake up your tenacity and determination. That also indicates, I feel like here, when you're hanging, maybe just pausing, you can also hang on with the thought of making your desires come true. It doesn't mean you have to let them go because you have a temporary pause in the way, okay? Another thing we have here is a telepathic communication and ancient knowledge. So that's something you can be receiving some messages that you're ignoring and saying that, oh, I never think this kind of things. What is this idea coming to me? It can be also your higher self communicating with you and telling you what you need to know, what you need to do, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos right here for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.